In one of the first videos I shared with you, I described a headache that erupts as you add headcount. No matter how many times you explain the brand of the message, it becomes lost in translation. Some staff quote old prices, others promise feature from future releases, and partners write and use their own sales collateral, attracting the wrong types of customers. How do we solve this? How do we add people such that each person helps to free you from a sales role? I've had a long time to think about this problem. Over the last decade, I've analyzed countless communication between founders, their customers and staff. And I'd like to share my observations with you in this session. When you sit down with your salespeople and talk about the business, the kind of description that you're going to give for your business today will differ from the description you give tomorrow. It's not because you're inconsistent. Rather, it's because you're dynamic and you shift as you gather new intel. It's always changing. So perhaps there's more value in teaching staff how to make a decision rather than teaching them what the business is about today. The reason you get thrust back into sales is because when staff receive intel, they make decisions that are different to the ones that you would have made. The salespeople you hire run in different directions because they cannot synchronize their decision making. If you want to free the founder, you, from a sales role, you must first get the staff to think like the founder. Take a look at this diagram. When you think about it, this is what you're doing right now. You gather intel during the sale and then you action an improvement in words and pictures. In the previous video, I said that it wasn't enough to make a sale. Staff had to make a sale and an improvement. Otherwise, they'd never free you from a sales role. The only trouble with this equation is we don't understand your decision-making process. So we call you crazy, the person who changes their mind all the time. Sure, if you were one of the salespeople and you didn't understand this black box, you'd think you were crazy too. Take my advice. Hack your decision making using the 4 Qs and invite all those around you to become part of it. Your decision making is broken into 4 quadrants so we can all make sense of it. Once you draw a picture of what your 4 Qs look like, you assign each quadrant to your team. You free yourself from a sales role 1 quadrant at a time. One day, yes, one day soon, your staff will make better decisions than you. They'll think up things and make improvements you could never have thought of. All because they're using the 4 Qs. They'll make you obsolete and free you from a sales role. Can you imagine that kind of holiday? Let me help you. It's the kind of holiday where the phone doesn't ring and you don't feel compelled to read email. Your customer, Sally, she doesn't wait for you to come back to the office anymore. Sally doesn't even remember your name. You're a distant memory to her. The first day you're back from a holiday, you take your time, you have a coffee, read the paper, open a spreadsheet, and start working on your executive role. We could pause this session and just meditate on what it would feel like to run frictionless. Staff know when to reach out to you and when they're expected to make a decision. You don't have to jump back into sales, demoralizing your people and driving them to resign. Powerful stuff, huh? Well, I suppose we should sum up and take stock of what we've learned in this video. I hardly feel like doing that. I'm so relaxed now, just contemplating what it would feel like to run frictionless. 1, you want to be outperformed. You want your people to perform higher than what you can achieve. 2, you take the time to draw a picture of what your 4 Qs look like and free yourself from a sales role. I'm resolute in my belief that the 4 Qs will help you in your business. When we've rolled out the 4 Qs, we've seen results in 3 months and so will you. I've titled our next video together, Run frictionless or die trying. I'll show you how to hunt and eliminate friction and lay the foundation for a solid 4Qs. Click on the link above or in the description below, and let's run frictionless together in the next video.